Hello guys, welcome back. So in this session we are going to solve the same problem what we have already solved in our previous video, which is about reversing a string. But what is going to be new in this video is we are going to learn another technique called two-pointer approach. So two-pointer approach is basically to reduce your runtime, to reduce your time complexity. So the solution what we have learnt in the previous video was kind of expensive. So it is a linear solution because we are traveling from one end to the other end. Only one pointer is operating and it has to travel all the way towards the end. So it greatly depends upon the length of the array, length of the string, because that string is further broken into a group of characters, which is a character array. So your pointer has to travel all the way towards the end. But in this two-pointer approach, we are just going to hire another pointer. So this pointer will do half of the work and the another pointer will do rest of the work. So this will help us to do the operation more efficiently and also more quickly. Let me give you an example. If at all you wanted to travel from Hyderabad to Bangalore to give something to your friend, imagine if you are traveling all the way from Hyderabad to Bangalore and you have to come back from Bangalore to Hyderabad again. So instead, if we have an agreement that I just travel halfway through from Hyderabad towards Bangalore, and the guy who is in the Bangalore, he travels towards Hyderabad halfway. So if we meet at some point and we can just share things, and both of them can just go back to the directions. It is okay that we are using one additional resource, but still it is very quicker with respect to the time complexity. So the linear time complexity O of 1 has been reduced to O of n by 2 because each pointer is responsible to travel only halfway through. Let me just show you how this works by uh, uh, drawing this in an Excel sheet. Let me take the string hello. I'm just putting this in each cell. Imagine this is our character array. So what we have done previously, we started a pointer here, and this pointer has traveled from the last index till the first index, and then we just appended each character to the empty string that we have taken. But in two-pointer approach, what we are going to do is that we will just take two pointer p1 comma p2. So p2 will not start, p1 and p2 will not start at the same location, and we have seen previously while solving some of the array related problems, we used two pointers I comma j, and those two pointers are like inner loop. So the j is actually starting one element next to the I. Both are in forward direction. But in this case, what we are going to do is that we are just going to operate another point in reverse direction. So one pointer starts from left to right, another pointer travels from right to left until one pointer value goes less than another pointer value. So until that point we would be doing this logic. So then what we will do, we'll just swap the numbers, swap the characters that are there present. So we have already seen the swapping technique in one of our previous video. So how do you swap it? You just take a temporary variable, you just put one of the item into temp first, the actual one goes empty, and you just insert the other value into this value, then the other value goes empty, and finally you insert temp value to the other value. So that's how the values are interchanged. So what you need to take care of is that whenever you are using a two-pointer approach, so two-pointer approach is basically used when you are solving two strings and array related problems, and if you have these kind of requirements, so two-pointer would be a helpful algorithm to solve that. So all you need to do is that every time you travel, you have to keep decrementing your p2 and keep incrementing your p1. So otherwise the values will not increment, because whenever we are writing a for loop, so our practice just comes to our hands and we write I++ or J++ at the end. But in this case, we just have to increment pointers as a separate statements. Just please do make sure that, otherwise we are going to end up having a infinite loop. So now let me just quickly explain you how this happened now. So let me erase this for a while. So P1 is H, value of P, and value at P2 is 0. These two will swap. So value will swap. So P2 will decrease by 1. At the same time, P1 will increase by 1. And the value that is there at the P1 is E, and the value that is there at the P is L. So let's imagine these two things are also swapped. Now P1 increased by 1 and P2 also decreased by 1. So now the points have been met. P2. So now both are pointing to the same index, so L come here. So this is the other way that you basically reverse an array. So what is happening? None of the pointer, neither P2 nor P1 has actually traveled till the depth of an array. So both have traveled only halfway through. So this technique is a very useful technique, and when you solve this problem using this technique than the previous technique, there are fair chances that you will be given great importance in the interview panel, and they'll also think that you are somebody who is constantly upskilling yourself in adopting new algorithms and all that. So I personally recommend using this approach than the previous thing, but it's always your choice, like whatever is comfortable for you, just please do go ahead and use it. So let us write pseudocode for this one as well. So the first point, a simple thing, just break the string into the character array. Then once you break that, so initialize two pointers, one P1 starting at 0 and P2 starting at length -1, which means the end index. Then swap P1 comma P2 until P1 less than P2. And the same thing, so then convert the array into string and return the same. Yeah, this simple it is. Let me just copy this pseudo code here and let me paste it. Control V. I'm sorry that I forgot to write my test case. Let me quickly construct one of my JUnit. So the input string, let us take the same thing, which is hello, and maybe consider this as input in, and string output is going to be OLLEH. I'll just annotate this with @test because it's a JUnit. And now public string reverse using two pointer is my method name. So we all know that this will receive string as an argument. Let's implement the same logic. If at all the str.length less than 2, we just return str because we don't have to perform any logic. Then declare two pointers, int p1 equals to 0, p2 equals to, okay, so maybe Yeah, before that, let me just break this into a character array. I think we are declaring these outside the method. Sorry for that. Str dot to char array. We got character array, and p2 is chars dot length minus 1. This is where my p2 will start. Now my actual logic comes here. So while p1 less than p2, so I just have to swap these things. So to swap, we all know that we need to take one additional variable, which is temp here. So I'll have to keep chars of p1 here into temp, then chars of p1 becomes empty, then I'll put chars of p2 into p1. Now chars of p2 goes empty, and chars of p2 I'll have temp inside. So that's it. My array would have been reordered by now, and what is mandatory is that we have to increment p1 plus plus because it's operating in forward direction, and we have to decrement p2 minus minus because it is traveling in the reverse direction. From length 2 it is coming towards 0. So now we have the array arranged in a reverse order. So all we need to do is that chars dot copy I think string dot copy value of chars. So that means what I'm doing here is that I'm just converting that array into a string. So and I'm returning the string. So copy value is nothing but the characters, the array values are going to be copied into a string, and yes is our final string. Let me call this method. So reverse using 2-pointer, and let me pass in as an input and control V, and again let me write an assertion, assert dot assert equals outcome is. So let me execute this test case to see what happens here. Yeah, test case got passed. So this is how you write your 2-pointer approach. This is the recommended way of doing it. Just please do adopt to this process, and 2-pointer plus swapping are going to be used a lot in most of the array and string related problems. Please keep an eye on it. So I'll see you all in the next video with another interesting problem. Please do subscribe to this channel, share with all of your friends, whoever can get benefit out of these things. So until then, goodbye, take care, stay safe.